Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
You will bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican, please. Verbal sluffing.
That's literally not true.
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake.
All right, welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Hope you had a good lunch. We are returning back to the verdict watch. Hello. I don't know who won the internet. It's a little bit of a baby watch as well, as I'm waiting for updates from my son. Let's see. Sweet. Didn't get it though. Sorry. All right, sorry, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for updates. I have to watch the phone to see if I get a text message saying it's a girl. We're just holding tight. All right. Let me fade us back into court really quickly and tell you just while I was at lunch, I saw something on the interweb, on the Twitterverse, or the interwebs of the internet. I saw something. There's apparently, and I believe that this is accurate from just my limited research I've done. There's apparently a startup company that is just doing something new that nobody's ever done before, and you can order sunshine. And it's like, this is going to be great. You know, brides all around the world are going to be flocking to you in numbers. I want sunshine. No, it's not like that. You can't order good weather. You can just order sunshine, where with, a couple clicks of your thumb on an app, and for the low price of just a couple $1,000s per hour, they will reposition satellites in space, which have mirrors on them, that will then direct sunlight to any part of the world, even the part that's in the nighttime part. What could possibly go wrong? Just think this one through for just a minute. Birds are going to get confused. Moths are going to start migrating the wrong direction. It's going to wreak havoc on Mother Nature, okay, and the systems that are out there. And they're like, it's free sunlight. It's passing the earth anyway. We'll just catch it with a mirror and shine it over there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I thought I'd share my thoughts on that. Well, we're trying to get, let me see if I can get the court timer to be a little more watchable than it is right now. Currently it's not. Let's see. We need it to be bigger. Well, took care of that. That's probably too big. Let's do it about like so. Let's move it over just a teensy bit. Catch it about right here. We're about to go into the hour mark, and we'll trim it down on the left and on the right. There's my left. There's my top.
It's bigger than you.
It's bigger. It's huge.
It's bigger than you.
Whoever did that was perfect.
It's bigger than all of
Purple
us.
coconut. Okay, there's our timer for verdict watch. Direct sunlight to the UK, please. Please. No, it's not free. It's not free, but they charge you a couple $1,000s an hour. Their idea is, hey, if you're a big construction company working around the clock at a job site, right now you're paying to have massive generators and huge lights set up. It might be cheaper for you just to pay to have us move some satellites around, just shine the light on you just 24/7 on your little work area. I guess you only need it half the day because the rest of the day the other sun, the real sunlight would work. But interesting. I'd rather use that kind of science for something to make something that can blast an asteroid out of the Earth's path. It's basically the same tech, it's just pointed the wrong direction. All right. not much time left to the work week. No, and I've booked a whole bunch of appointments on Monday. I'm sorry. We need a verdict to come in today, not because for any legal reason, but I've got an appointment at 12:30. I've got an appointment at 3. The verdict has to come in today because I can't interrupt those appointments. All right, or you could use this thing called lights. Yeah, who does that? That's so old-fashioned. Order your own sun. Thought they were trying to dim the sun. Now they're trying to make it brighter. I guess, yeah, you can order first a shade during the day and then sunlight at night. Yeah. With that, trying to think if there was anything else I had to share. I don't think there is. We'll keep this timer going here. It sounds like a scam. Only it's legit. It's just crazy. And I know it's legit because as a kid, we used to have something called Iridium flares. We don't have them anymore because the satellites got sort of, they stopped tracking them for us. They're still up there. It's not like they fell out of the sky. But the Iridium satellites had a very reflective finish, and their positioning was so precise that you could calculate where on Earth the reflection from the sun would land at any given moment. And a group of crazy people, myself included, would do really nerdy things like try to position ourselves in the exact spot where the light would be the brightest from that satellite as a reflected light, specifically at night onto the Earth. And I can tell you, as a scoutmaster, being able to pull this off, knowing to the second when the sky is going to light up and shine down on you like you called down the sun from the heavens, I got some serious credibility about that because I was able to tell them not just exactly where to look at the angle in the sky and the direction, but time it to the second and know when the light was going to turn on and turn off as the satellite passed by. It was pretty cool. It was probably one of my all-time high moments as far as my looking like a wizard. No package. I haven't been to the post office yet. Do you see the Irish YouTuber who was accused of murdering his wife during a fake live stream was found guilty? Whoa. I have not seen that one at all. I didn't have a chance to go to the post office, unfortunately. If you think we can control the weather, you don't understand fluid dynamics. Yes, I think Dave Wilcox, his old stuff is one of my favorite ever. He sort of got a little crass and crude towards the end of his career, which I think is still going. But he has a song about it. That we could change the weather and turn the world ourselves. Yeah. How was lunch? It was great. Welcome back, Griffin. Good to have you here. You made it back. Bing and Billy, good to have you here. Florida sun. Sorry. This is from my accountant. I'm sorry, I have to read this one because she might have to get some questions answered. Okay. Good. Apparently everything's good on the accounting side. I just have to find out how much we owe. It's gone. Let's try this one. Nothing. All right. 1,088 minutes is equal to 2 hours and 28 minutes. What? I'm confused. 2 hours is going to be 120 minutes, right? And add a 28 to that, that would be 120 plus 28 would be 148 minutes. 1,088 coughs to jury deliberation. Oh, that's how many coughs are going to happen during deliberation? Possibly. Okay, we were over the hour mark. This initial hour may have been just lunchtime for the jurors. They could have just been sort of kicking back, getting some food, waiting for the evidence to be brought in, which it was brought in for them. And we'll see how long they actually deliberate for. Is the baby there yet? Not that I know of. If it is, they haven't told me, and they're in trouble. I'm checking everywhere. I'm checking my burner phone. I'm checking my actual cell phone number. I'm checking my email. I don't think they're going to announce it on like Twitter or Facebook or something. That's not their style. But I know the status. I'm not going to share all the details, but the baby's coming today. So induced, and it's underway. So the baby is due today. Like that's the inducement day. Induced due is part of the inducement part. I've not checked Mrs. Array's phone. No, but they probably don't know her number either. I don't think she shares it with anybody. Just got a notification we are live. We are live. Welcome. Good to have you here. Don't expect them to take long, but I also feel like they want to know everything and talk about it before deciding. You know, the instruction the judge gave right at the very end, he's like, we've seen this a few times. Let me give you some advice. Don't just walk in and everybody vote. See where you're at. I can see the reasoning for that, but at the same time, if everyone is on the same page and everybody knows it, it sure saves a whole lot of time without depriving the defendant of the rights that they have to a fair trial. It could just save a ton of time if you knew. I think it's important not to do an open vote as soon as you walk into the jury room, so that everyone is like, this is my ground and I'm sticking to it. You guys have to come to me. I think that would be not the best option. What is the portal? The portal is just when we link you from the previous video to this current live stream. So if you stay in the live stream when the old one ends and we have a portal set up, we call it a portal that portals you to the next one. It's often other applications like call it a raid, or so I can link you to some other creators' live stream. We can raid their live stream. We raid ourselves. Eviction notice has been served to the little one. Get out now. Yes. Right, just like they did in the Corey's case. They all knew. A bit surprised that the prosecutor doubled down on the C word in his closings. I read the entire thing again and then said the word on his own, just for good measure afterwards, saying that in court we say all the words. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
Call from Josh Hutchins.
Josh, my friend, how are you doing?
I just called because, I figured I'm not catching any fish, so I figured maybe you could help me get good luck.
Well, tell me what you're fishing with right now. Are you doing like a worm under a bobber? Are you throwing a spinner, pop gear, a fake frog? What do you have going on?
Chicken liver.
Chicken liver. Okay, you're going for catfish.
Yeah.
I think you should change. You should switch to uncooked shrimp. It's a little more expensive, but I think I think the catfish have finer taste. A little, and it doesn't have to be like a monster prawn, right? You can just do something a little bit bigger than a cocktail shrimp, and you're good to go. You just need to get that smell in the water. But shrimp is where it's at for catfish.
I got you, because I live in Georgia. They don't grow shrimp that big like a prawn.
It's okay. You can buy them at the store. Walmart has them.
Just cocktail shrimp.
Just past the murder aisle.
So I need to go to...
Or DoorDash them. See if they'll DoorDash right to the pond. They might bring them right out to the dock to you.
So I need to go to the command I just sent and chat.
Yes.
In front of the Walmart.
In front of the Walmart. And pick up your... But how's the weather down there?
It's great. It's 88 degrees here today.
That's too warm.
With more experience.
It's too warm. Okay, I put the chat back on screen. Sorry about that. It's on screen now. Yeah, all the things.
Anyway, Also, I just wanted to call in and congratulate you ahead of time on becoming a grandpa. So
I'm super excited for it to be official. But
official, yes.
I've consigned myself to this fate, so now I'm just going to embrace it with both arms. So
I've got 3. Well, I don't have. Oh goodness. Okay. I have 3 coming myself. Well, not me, obviously, but 3 in my family this summer. So
that's awesome. It's really cool. So we're hoping for the best health wise for everybody involved. But Josh, catch some fish and send me pictures. I'm jealous. And then get back to work modding. So.
Well, I'm actively chatting right now, so you know.
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot. We'll see you, Josh.
All right, bye.
Bye. One of our great mods out on the dock. See, it's easy to be a mod, right, Josh? You just kick back, cast your pole out, and then between reels, check chat. See how Josh got out of that statement? Yeah. What's my grandpa name going to be? I'm not sure, but I think the child chooses it.
About semantics here.
I think the child chooses it. So. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Bring the jury.
Can we court watch? We can. And I was actually going to get there, but I got sidetracked with the counter. So give us just a minute. We're on 7, so we're going to use 6 to do a little court hopping. It is on Friday. I will warn you, Friday's court hopping is generally not as fun as other days because some of the small courts that we like to visit are doing other things. Let's see, who's this one? Let's jump.
Kick back, taking it easy.
Let's jump up here to 6, shall we?
How does he do that?
Super source, box source. That's going to be what window am I in? 2. 2 is going to be.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
6. That's it. 2 is 6. There we go. All right. Do we have any audio here? Or are we just waiting? Oh, it's done. It's done. Never mind. It's going to be 7 again. The live stream ended right when we jumped in. That was perfect timing. Thanks, Judge. Let's see who else we have. Maybe Thurston might be live. Let's check them. Nope, that's not live. Thurston County's a great one to watch. Channel 1's not live. Channel 2 is not live. Channel 3 is not live. Channel 4 is never live. Yeah, Thurston's not.
You are banished from the state of Georgia.
Have them send someone with more experience.
Let's see if Judge Boyd is up. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. Judge Stephanie Boyd.
In front of the Walmart.
She is not.
I was told counsel wanted to see me at sidebar.
Everyone's taking the day off, I think. What's with the judicial system getting Fridays off?
Bring the jury.
We need to turn down the Georgia command. Well, Georgia's a little obnoxious anyways. That's why we had it louder.
My own objection.
The sound effects you're hearing are sound effects that are triggered by people in chat. When we're not watching court, we sort of let loose a little bit and let them run until they get too annoying, and then we turn them off. But let's see.
Have them send someone with more experience.
Nothing. I've got nothing for you.
The apocalypse may be upon us.
Georgia is way too loud.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
We fixed Georgia while we're right here.
I don't like podiums, Your Honor.
No, neither do I.
Because he's the guy.
Okay, Georgia.
I saw a chicken fight.
Okay, stop doing commands for a minute while I can get this I have to click somewhere where it's error messages keep popping up because you're doing commands. So I can't click there to change it. Don't make me turn these off.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I can click to make him go away. There's Georgia. All right. Audio on Georgia, we're going to take down to 60%. Test it.
You are banished from the state of Georgia.
Sounds good. And save, refresh. It's done. Fixed it. Why does the state of Georgia have an E on the end? Because I didn't trim it properly, and I just am too lazy to fix it. We're getting errors. Why is Hush not working?
Hush!
Hush is working.
Now I'm trying to have court. Don't raise your voice again.
Okay. While I try to get everything sorted out. Apples works.
Bring the jury.
Apples is
The
supposed.
zombie apocalypse may be
Hang
upon
on.
us.
Apples is supposed to work.
You're comparing apples and orangutans here.
I don't know why they're not working. I think I've got too many commands going. All right,
The zombie apocalypse may be upon us.
with that done, let's go back to where we were.
Taking it easy.
Where's the sound command list? There's no official sound command list, but some of the mods
Remember
have
in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
some of the mods have assembled one to.
Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting. I don't know who won.
I don't know who won.
That bar sucks anyways.
That bar does suck. That's the sidebar command.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.
I'm checking my phone minute to minute, so that's why I'm distracted.
Shame on you, sir.
I'm not a cat.
Objection, Your Honor. Member for 11 months says, love it here. Thanks for having me.
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us.
And please spare a prayer. Yeah.
Hello.
Let us know if there's anything specific other than just general health and well-being
I got a stubby little pencil.
for you. There's so many commands, almost
I don't
too
like
many.
podiums, Your Honor.
I don't like podiums.
In front of the Walmart.
We don't have an objection, I don't think. Counter command. They have a name picked out.
There's nothing in the
but
order that
I'm not
restrains you
sharing
from
that.
talking to cats.
Thank you.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
Most of the commands are from our prior court watching moments.
Hello.
Where we heard something funny and said, that would be a funny command to be able to recall and hear that again in another trial. Because that moment either
Hush!
like that,
Now I'm trying to have court. Don't raise your voice again.
they do not have a failover in case it's
Don't put a diplomatic plate on a hoopty.
I'm too quiet. I'll fix it. I'll turn their sounds down.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Lunch is too quiet. I'll have to go through and do audio balancing on all of these. Party sound, yep.
I object.
I was told counsel wanted to see me tied back.
All right.
Alex stole it as well.
You heard when the defense was
The
talking
zombie
about
apocalypse may be upon us.
the antifreeze. If she was going to poison him with antifreeze, why would she leave it in the house? I think she didn't know he didn't drink it all.
Kick back, taking it easy.
I also think that she was smart in that area and made sure the antifreeze bottle was not left in the house. They did not find the antifreeze bottle. They didn't find it anywhere. And we called it again. Mrs. R.A. is texting them. Hang on. We're within minutes. I think we're under an hour. We have a soundbite timestamp for that death row comment that was made by the witness from the other day. It was so good. That was amazing. We'll have to look for that one.
I'm going to sustain my own objection.
Call from the Brown Barn.
Hello, the Brown Barn. How are you doing? This is R.A.
Hey, how are you?
A little nervous, but great. Other than that.
Well, I won't keep you because I know you're checking your phone, but I wanted to wish you a belated birthday and congratulations on that grandbaby. They'll be here in moments.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to hear that everything is great. We're saying prayers for safety and health for everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And then pray for me because I'm getting old and I don't know how to do that very well. So
I was just with my daughter and she's pregnant and due just a few weeks. So I'm in the same boat. This will be our first one, and
that's awesome.
I just can't wait. Can't wait.
Yep, that is really
and
cool.
I can't wait to hear what. Thanks. It's funny. Everybody I tell that we're going to be grandparents, one of the first things they ask us is what our grandparent name is.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard you saying that you're going to wait and let your grandbaby choose it, and I think that's really sweet. So.
I think I could choose my own name, but they can choose whether or not to use it. So.
Well, when I tell them what name I've chosen, I say that or whatever she chooses to call me.
Yep. So. And it's going to be cute, and it's like it's going to be something like I'm going to go by Poppy, and they're like Poopy. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I'm going to be Poopy.
And you will answer.
Yes, I will.
Answer.
So.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, and I can't wait to hear.
All right. Thank you so much, the Brown Barn. Appreciate the call. We'll see you.
Okay.
Bye. All right. Peeps is not working. Well, Peeps is sending a response, but not an audio. Peeps audio broke. All right, you were born the year I graduated from high school. You are not old, but I feel old. Be a pappy. Pappy's easier. I can be Gwumpy or Bumpy. That's stuck. I don't think it's going to be Bumpy. They're just going to be like Bump. Grandpa is Bump. All right.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction?
It's driving me nuts. My wife is texting with them and getting updates, and every time I see a text with their name on the top of it, I'm like, oh, it's happening. No, it's just my wife checking in. An hour and 20 minutes into deliberation. Jury should be done with lunch and working on the case in chief here, figuring out the forms. Not a lot to the verdict forms this time around. Basically, 3 or 4 different ways they can reach murder and 1 way they can reach not guilty. But it has to be unanimous for a verdict on any of those. The 4 alternates are being kept in the room, isolated away from the jury, the deliberating jury. Roach isn't working. Did Roach ever work? Did Roach ever work? I don't remember it.
I'm not a
Let me check.
I think I'm about to catch a whooping.
I don't think Roach was a thing, was it? See, my memory's already failing me.
Oh, that was terrible. I apologize.
It's running into problems playing sound bites, and I don't know why. But Roach was a thing. Let's test it.
Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting. I don't know who won.
I don't know. Let's check.
You're comparing apples and orangutans here.
Okay, they all should be working. All right. Why aren't commands working for me? All the commands have a 60-second timer. So if somebody's done that command in the last 60 seconds, it won't work again.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
Okay, yeah. Let me check.
Birthday.
Josh,
You
let me
look
look.
good.
Josh might have something for us to watch, which is impressive because he's out fishing and working. Mission accomplished. Ooh, this might be a good watch. It might take us through the rest of the day. Just one second.
Back, taking it easy.
Give us a second here. There we go. All right, we've got one to watch. Let's jump to 6, shall we?
I'm not a cat.
There we go. I've been talking to Trail TV Live over lunch. That's what I spent most of my lunch doing, trying to get some things sorted out with them, helping them out a little bit. They got a community strike because their channel showed something in court that YouTube thought was not appropriate. Something that all the other channels showed, and none of them got strikes. They're trying to get it appealed. It's just a pain, and they're not getting much help that way.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You have a seat.
Is this the beginning, Josh? Hang on, hold please.
You can state your first and last name and spell both. Oh.
Hang on. It's just the 214. Is that how it starts? Josh, is that where it starts at the beginning of the 214:58? You're on it. Back it up. Okay. I'm on it, but that's the beginning. That's it. I mean, if I go away, you can see her a little bit. I'll go up in the top corner. How about that? I think they moved the camera for some reason. This is in the great land of Michigan.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You have a seat. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? And last name and spell both. You have a seat.
Tyrese and Clinton, Tyric.
Sorry, that was my phone playing it as well.
You can state your first and last name and spell both.
Tyrese McClinton, TYRICE-MCCLINTO.
Speak with the speak answer.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer McCutcheon, we've already given your name. Where do you work?
City of Lincoln.
As doing what?
Police officer.
How long have you been a police officer?
5 years.
And how long have you been a police officer in general?
5 years.
Is in your job as a Lansing police officer, have you had any specialized training? Was there any to become a police officer?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
Give us 7 minutes to get in, and it'll fix the cameras.
5, 6 months. And then a year of on-the-job training. Field training.
And what is on the job training like?
Field training. You work with a field training officer and they teach you how to do the job outside of police academy.
So, what are your duties as a police officer?
Patrol division.
Patrol division. Can you tell us more about that?
I respond to calls of service that I receive from also enforcing traffic.
And were you on duty on March 2024?
Yes.
On that date, do you recall an incident occurring at or near West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue?
Yeah.
Are West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue located in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
I have something. You said March 22nd?
May 22nd.
Oh, okay, thank you. You said March. So you need to re-ask that question. You did say March, and he said yes.
Okay, were you on duty on May 22nd, 2024?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize. I must have March on the brain. So you were West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue are located in the city of Lansing, correct?
Correct.
And that's in Ingham County, Michigan? Thank you. Is that area open to the general public?
Give me a second here. We're going to get this fixed.
Can you tell me more about what happened that night? Or tell the jury, please.
While on routine police patrol, I observed a vehicle that was traveling westbound on Edgewood. It didn't have a Michigan driver's like a plate on the back of the car. So it was traveling westbound, and then kind of see me behind them, and then they made a U-turn and started traveling eastbound, and then they turned into a parking lot that was there, like near. I conducted a traffic stop because there was a proper plate of the car, and yeah.
When you were conducting that traffic stop, who did you speak to?
Spoke with the driver and front seat passenger.
What did you ask them?
Typically on a traffic stop, we introduce ourselves and tell the reason for the stop. I identified myself as an officer with Lansing Police Department. At that time, I was in full police uniform and asked for driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Did you receive those things?
Some of those things. The driver presented me with a driver's license absent of the registration and insurance.
I didn't hear what you said. You said they presented you with a driver's license and then what?
Absent of the registration and insurance.
So you spoke to both parties?
Yes.
When you're performing the traffic stop, you said you asked for the driver's license. You didn't receive the other 2 items. Why is that?
When I asked for the driver, it was a female driver. I asked her for the requested documents that she was driving. And while doing so, the male passenger intervened and started telling me why she didn't need to provide those documents.
And do you see the passenger present in the courtroom today?
I do.
And can you describe what they're wearing or what they look like?
A white shirt, white t-shirt.
And can you point to them, please? Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant
As who?
as the passenger on the night of May 22nd.
The passenger is identified.
That is.
Okay, you can continue.
Thank you.
Okay, we're waiting for some pictures here from court, possibly some video.
Your Honor, the city requests that to mark the People's Exhibit 1A.
This is
1A, is that going to be a video?
It will be video.
Okay.
Let's watch this together.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
That's person body worn camera.
And so it's a picture video.
It's a video.
And it's depicting your body worn camera.
Correct.
And can you read the date at the top right corner?
May 22nd, 2024.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the scene and events that occurred that evening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I
Dollar General.
Publish this to the jurors?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Starting at 39 seconds.
Sorry.
Excuse me? That's not your body?
That one's not mine. So.
What?
There's a slight delay on this.
That's not my body worn camera. We're going to show it anyway. That's a problem. Where's the foundation?
Do you recognize this?
Your closet, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your body cam?
That is my body.
Okay, thank you.
Close all these windows so we could see. That'd be great.
Hello. Officer McClint, Lansing Police. Pulled you over today because there's no registration on the vehicle.
How you doing?
Hi.
Just
I just need your driver's license. Is it registered? Registration and insurance?
Just trying to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're operating, we're not for hire, we're just travelers, we're traveling. I have some documentation proving such right here.
They're travelers.
You're what?
We're traveling. So what it means is we're just traveling. We're not using any driver's license at all. We're just traveling in our personal property. It's our vehicle. It's our vehicle. We have a title for it and everything. It's just we're not operating. We're not driving. That's all information I have.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
This has never worked in the history of ever.
6041 South Pennsylvania Avenue, Speedway here. Wait, Carlson calling. Do
you have a driver's license?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have that?
Should be a white vehicle. They should be driving.
And then I'll need the registration and an insurance for the car.
That's the thing. We don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not operating. We don't have insurance at all because we don't.
What do you mean you're not operating? Yeah. I don't need to see that. What do you mean by
this explains.
This explains. Okay, I don't care about none of that. You need a driver's license, registration, and insurance when driving, operating a motor vehicle. You are operating.
We're not operating though. We're traveling.
Okay. Traveling or operating.
It's law.
Okay.
We have it here.
Do you have that information that I requested?
We have it here.
No, the information I requested from you. Your driver's license.
I have my driver's license.
The registration and the proof of insurance. I don't care about that. I need your driver's license, registration.
The law, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's fine. I need your driver's license,
Here goes my driver's
your
license.
registration, and the insurance.
Then here's my travelers, because I know you're gonna ask for my identification too, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys are,
in the state of Michigan, on the Michigan roadway, you have to have a legal, a valid driver's license, a registration, and proof of insurance. Okay.
No, I'm trying to explain to him that. Right here, Supreme Court, other court citation proving no license necessary for normal automobiles on the common ways, and that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just citizens traveling, and that's all we're doing pretty much.
Traveling, operating, it's the same thing.
No, it's not, because when you're driving.
Listen, I'm gonna let you know right now. I've dealt with this so many times.
Yeah, but right.
Hold on. I'm gonna set some expectations right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up in handcuffs. This means absolutely nothing, and you should have gotten your money back. This, you're talking about common law. Common law existed prior to statutory law. Statutory law, listen to me. Statutory law overrules.
We don't need handcuffs. We don't need handcuffs. I do have a warrant, and I do have the money for it.
Okay.
I have the $500 for it. I'm just trying to turn it in.
Okay.
So that's the thing. It was from a fight, an old relationship that I was in.
Okay.
So that's basically previously what it was. I've been talking to an attorney.
Okay.
But I am going to work. I work at Kroger, and I am taking care of that. So this, I didn't know that this wasn't.
It's not a thing. People try to do that common law stuff all the time. It's not a thing. So that's why I'm going around it. If it were so, we are trained law enforcers, and if this was a thing, we would be trained in that area.
Okay.
Like you said, it's statutory law. We're no longer under common law.
And I'm not
You're operating on the middle. You're traveling, operating. It could be interchangeable. That word is interchangeable. Whether you're traveling or operating, you're operating a motor vehicle is what you're doing. So.
And I live right here in Edgewood.
Okay.
And
Where's your warrant out of?
It's for like an old domestic.
Where is it out of Lansing?
Yeah, it's in Lansing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
But it's not for like probation or anything of that nature. They just want money. I've already talked to people.
Okay. Well, I'll check on that and see what that is. Okay. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
But I'm not angry.
No, I'm not saying that you are.
Being handcuffed, and I can't just drive the car home if that's the case. I live literally right around the corner.
Listen.
I don't want the car to get towed.
One thing at a time. Okay.
The kids like that.
All right. 1 second. Okay. 1 second.
Wow, that's a lot. Go ahead and enter this in on the computer.
32, we will take another look at domestic. 35, can I have you put towards Caesar Chavez and Ballard?
Where did I put my handcuffs?
I sit down this rabbit hole, and I assure you, like, this is not.
Can you give us information, please?
How I talk to the other officer? It's
not that stuff that he has, like a Michigan driver's license or name. He has that made one that he got from wherever.
From the internet.
And 30, I added vehicles as well as ops and pictures of the call. This is going to be the same subject earlier.
So, Officer Smith, can you give us a quick summary of what we've just seen?
That was the initial traffic stop, and then my interaction with the driver.
And so, When you were interacting with the passenger and driver, did you have backup at any point? And who was your backup?
Officer Mark.
During a traffic stop, is it normal? Who normally does the majority of the talking?
Typically, the driver does.
And who was doing the majority of the talking during this traffic stop? Does that make your job easier? When you are when you're doing a traffic stop, what are you investigating?
What was I investigating?
Yes.
Well, during that time, see if there was a violation of a law.
In this case, at first, it was what was it?
The registration.
And so, while you're doing the investigation, what were you wearing during this traffic stop?
My police shoot.
Can you describe it for us?
It's a bulletproof vest. That's police. My name, badge, gear, and it has marking, identifiable pieces on it that says police on it.
And what were you driving that evening?
Police vehicle.
And are there identifiable markings on it?
Yes.
What do they say?
Lansing police.
Anything else on the vehicle?
Isolating lights that were activated in time of the traffic stop.
Can we watch the rest of the video? I'm curious how it ends.
So as you're investigating this that night, was it harder to investigate your traffic stop?
Yes.
Why?
I was speaking with the driver and the passenger kept interfering and trying to provide additional information, which caused me not to be able to get the necessary pieces of information that I needed.
What are those pieces of information?
The driver's license, registration, and insurance.
When you're going back to the vehicle at this point that we see you back with your computer, what are you doing?
So there, as I was just running the information in our database to just verify, in our lien system, we can verify to see if a person's driver's license is active. It also tells us if a vehicle is registered, if it has insurance, and if a person has warrants or wants. And so I was doing that during that time.
Whose names were you running?
The driver and the passenger.
What came back for the passenger?
There was, so typically, and not all the time, but just based on my training experience and the amount, whenever you have an encounter with an individual that's over the age of 18, typically they have, well, really 16, but we give 18. Benefit of doubt, you're an adult and you have some sort of identification from the Secretary of State that states who you are, because you have official business, doctor's appointments, driving. If you don't have to drive, you have some type of identification, identify you as a person. That system, if you run a person that is over the age of 18 or appears to be over 18, and if they give you a name and it says no record found, it's usually an indicator that from a police standpoint, most individuals have had an ID issued to them. So when it says one, no record found, one, they could not have had an ID, or two, they're not telling the truth about who they are. And they're given a name that's not in the system because it's not who they are.
So when you ran the name you were given by the passenger, what came back?
It was no record.
And that's for more emphasis, that signals what to you?
That to me signals that the person's not telling about who they are. So we'll usually ask, have you ever had a Michigan driver's license or an ID issued to you, or an ID in general? Maybe it wasn't Michigan, maybe it was Florida, wherever. So.
In your training and experience, is it normal for someone to give a false name?
It is normal when they don't want to be identified. Maybe they have like wants or warrants.
When you are given a name that comes back with no records found, what are your next steps?
So typically, like I said, we'll ask, like, have they ever been issued an ID or a driver's license in Michigan or any other state? And if they say yes, it would come up in the system. And if they say no, then we have to do some other things to identify them. But
I can't wait to get the soft sit standing up. He's probably representing himself, or is it her? Can play the rest of it. Roll tape.
Okay, that's not a name in here.
Why are they honking?
All right. The car, because he's the one that is. Okay.
Briefly, the blur that you're seeing on the screen, what is that covering?
that's our lien system.
And what kind of information is in the lien system?
Like I mentioned, they're just like all the things that identify a person. Like, so you have to be certified in order to see the information that's in that. A person's address. There's a bunch of stuff stored in there that's sensitive, and you have to have like.
Thanks.
I mean, I can't identify them. For all I know, that's people that are in trouble use that kind of.
Let's step out of the car for me. Step out of the car and face the door again, please. Step out of the car and face the door again.
I feel in danger right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel in danger.
Okay, that's fine. Undo your seatbelt and step out of the car. I'm giving you a loss.
So, Officer McClinton, why are you having him get out of the car?
We weren't able to positively identify him based on the information that he gave. And based on my training experience, I have dealt with people that had some serious wants for various reasons. And so we can't, we try to take people for their word, but people lie to the police all the time. So I needed to make sure that I identified them after the fact, after him interfering with the investigation. I need to see who he was.
Order to do that now, okay? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No, call your sheriff. Please call your sheriff.
Put your hands behind your back.
Dude, please call
do
your
it
sheriff.
now.
I'm telling you right now to face away.
Hold on, Mark.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Ma'am. Okay. I need you to get back in the car. Get back in the car.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Stop!
Why are you guys doing this?
Aaron, just calm down.
Well, I haven't done anything.
Just calm down. Calm down, please.
Can you get back in the car for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not harm her.
1 to 10.
You understand?
Calm down. Just calm down.
I didn't even do anything.
Calm down, okay?
Stand up. Stop moving.
What are you doing? Go to the back of the car.
I didn't even do anything.
There you are. You're yanking away. Go. Walk.
Good. Edward Robert Victor 6758 Floyd Jeep.
Greg, have a seat in the car.
Let me just pat him down. the only thing over there.
I don't have any weapons on me. You want me to take my shoes off too?
Nope.
You guys check that stuff.
It's the phone charger. Put your feet in the car. Yes.
So what happened there?
So there, we asked him to step out so that we can identify him because the information wasn't coming back when he was asked to do so. You can't see it. You can kind of hear me verbalizing. Sometimes people will like yank away or refuse to put their hands behind their back after you tell them to do so. And so, I try to verbalize, but in the moment with everything going on in on the scene, we have trying to get him detained, and then you have the driver getting out of the car. And so obviously for everyone's safety, we want everyone to remain in the car unless asked to get out. So you have that going on, her getting out, and then us trying to secure him and then take him to the back. But even, I think I mentioned like walk or whatever, because he like is like giving like dead weight and like pulling away. So I'm just telling him what I want him to do so that he understands what is expected of him at that time.
And so, is giving a false name a crime?
Yes.
And is that what happened that night?
Correct.
Your Honor, the city is ready to release Officer Clinton for cross-examination.
Questions for this witness? I have questions. You asked, what name did he give you?
Yusuf Bey.
Yusuf Bey, you said?
Yes. Something to that nature. I believe it's like.
Are you sure? Did he tell you verbally or did he give it to you on writing? Is that what he handed you the card?
He handed me the card. It was on that, and then he gave the other officer the name.
Okay, so it wasn't that you asked him what his name was. It was that he provided voluntarily those cards when he was talking over the driver. Is that what you're saying?
For me, yeah.
Correct. And then those cards he alleged had his identification on it for his name. And those cards said Yusuf Bey. Do you know how to spell that?
I indicated in my report. I'm not.
Okay,
sure
that's fine. You can just say you don't know. That's fine. And did you ever ask him, did he have a Michigan ID or driver's license with those names on it? Okay, but you did testify that that's normally what you do if you can't find those names. But you can't recall if you asked him that.
On that day.
So, any questions from the jury?
Ooh, jury questions.
Were you ever able to determine what his name was? In fact?
Yes, we were.
You were able to determine his name?
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you knew that it wasn't Yusuf Bey?
Correct.
Okay. Redirect.
All right, Your Honor, the city is ready to dismiss this witness.
Okay, you can excuse, thank you. You can call your next witness.
The city calls Officer Mark Fox next.
Officer Mike, what was his name? Another law enforcement officer, probably the other officer with the body cam. We get to watch that version as well.
Ms. Francis? We're in the middle of a jury trial, but I'm going to put you and Ms. Holcomb in a private meeting room to do your joint pretrial statement, and you can file it with the court. If you come to a resolution or otherwise, you can send me a message through the messenger application so that we can reset it, because I won't be able to go on the record on this today, okay?
Okay, so just get the form filled out and send it, my file it, or?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
I do.
You can have a seat. You can state your first and last name and spell both.
Mark, M-A-R-C, Fox, F-O-X.
Mark Fox.
Thank you.
F-O-X.
Officer Fox, where do you work?
Lansing Police Department,
How long have you been there for?
3 years.
And before you were with LPD, where were you?
Before I worked with LPD, I worked for Sparrow Hospital.
How long have you been a police officer?
3 years.
And did you have any specialized training to become a police officer?
Yes, I did.
What was that training?
I went through an academy to be a police officer.
What's involved in your academy?
Everything from driving to law. They're very heavy on law. We spend the majority of our time learning all different types of criminal law. So specifically how to identify people, elements of crimes, stuff like that.
After your time at the academy, is there any additional training?
I've been through a number of trainings. I'm A-RIDE certified, so advanced roadside impairment. I've been through START school. I'm on the SWAT team. I'm also CIT trained, crisis intervention officer.
Thanks. Were you on duty, or what are your duties as a police officer?
I'm on patrol, and I'm on our START team, which is our SWAT team.
Were you on duty on May 22nd, 2023?
I was.
On that day, do you recall an incident occurring at or near West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue?
Yes, I backed an officer on a traffic stop.
And are West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue located in the city of Lansing?
They are.
Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes, they are.
And are those streets open to the general public?
They are.
What happened?
Officer McClinton called out a traffic stop. I think he was eastbound on Edgewood. The vehicle had pulled into, I think it was a Dollar General. I know it was a dollar store right at Washington and Edgewood. I backed him on that traffic stop, and the whole thing.
We can stop there. You said it was a Family Dollar.
I think it was a Family Dollar or Dollar General. Like there's a dollar store on the corner in the plaza on the southwest corner of Washington and Edgewood Boulevard.
And that parking lot is a public parking lot?
That is.
Thank you. When you pulled up as backup for Officer McClinton, can you take us through what happened?
Initially, I knew he called out a traffic stop. I can only speak to what I observed walking to the scene, but I observed a white Chevy Impala with, say, a customized plate. It wasn't any license plate issued by any state or the state of Michigan. I made contact with a female driver and a male passenger inside that white Impala. At that time, my partner it was his stop, so he was the one running the traffic stop. I was just his backup officer. I ended up identifying the passenger of that vehicle and had to use force to arrest the passenger of that vehicle.
When you were backing up at this traffic stop, what were you wearing?
I was in full uniform. So I wear an external plate carrier, a blue uniform with Lansing patch on the shoulder, and I have a badge.
And a body cam.
And what were you driving?
I was driving a fully marked police vehicle.
Do you see the passenger from that vehicle present in the photo today?
I do.
Can you identify them?
He's wearing a white t-shirt sitting off to your right.
May the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant as the passenger from that vehicle.
Identification is noted.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you were backing up, Officer, you walk up, and who do you speak to first?
I spoke with the passenger.
Someone in the water up there in Michigan.
What did you ask for anything?
Initially, my partner was making contact with the driver of the vehicle. The passenger was doing most, if not all, of the talking for the driver of the vehicle. There was a point in the stop when my partner got some sort of identification from the passenger of the vehicle. He called me back to his patrol car and then asked me to get the name, go up and verbally ask for the name of the passenger of the vehicle.
Is it usual in your training and experience, is it usual for the passenger to do most of the talking during a traffic stop?
It is not.
Why is it important to identify the inhabitants of the vehicle during a traffic stop?
Say again?
Why is it important to identify the people in the vehicle during a traffic stop?
I need to know who I'm with. So there's a number of reasons why I identify people. Number one, I identify the driver because they're operating the vehicle on a public roadway. Number two, I think in this case, the reason we're identifying the passenger is because of his obstruction on the stop. Not allowing the stop, the investigation to play out for why the vehicle is unregistered, why there's no insurance on it, and so on and so forth.
So on and so forth. Good stuff.
You said that you testified just now that Officer McClellan had received some form of identification, and then you were asked to.
I was asked to verbally get the name of the passenger in the vehicle.
Do you recall what name it was?
Yes, the passenger of the vehicle gave me Aaron Yusuf Bay, 12/25/1987.
The judge is just showing the back wall behind her counter, but we're listening to a soft sit case.
The city requests to ask to mark this video as the Pickles Exhibit 1B.
This is this officer's body cam?
Yes.
1B.
Here we go. There's the other body cam.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
That's my body camera from the track stop.
And is it a video, picture?
Trial
I
TV.
believe this is a video.
Trial TV
my body
Live's back.
camera records the entire incident when I have interaction with people.
And what in this you probably said it, but what does it depict?
I'm standing on the passenger side of the vehicle speaking with the detective.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the events of that night?
Yes.
Above this state.
What's your legal name?
Aaron Yosef Bay. That's
in the state of Michigan. Your birth name. Do you have a Michigan ID?
That's my national name.
But do you have a Michigan ID?
No, I've never had one. That's my Aaron Yosef Bay. That's my national name. You guys cannot deny me of my nationality, dude.
I'm not denying your nationality. I'm asking you if you have a Michigan driver's license.
No, I'm telling you,
do you have a Michigan ID?
No, I've never had one.
But I'm asking. But you've never had a Michigan ID before.
I'm just.
Have you?
Okay.
Were you born? No, you're. He's fine. You don't have any weapons. I'm just gonna ask. You don't have any weapons on you, right?
No.
Listen, you want to talk with your hands? That's perfectly fine. No one's in any danger or anything right now.
Well,
we're just having a conversation.
Danger, dude.
Okay.
Because I'm just explaining my rights. I'm telling you, I've never.
I understand.
I understand. Nationality documentation right there.
When you were born, you received a birth certificate, right?
National.
What name did your parents give you?
Aaron Yosef Bey under the Moroccan Empire, and that's why I got my nationality. And I have all my other paperwork at home too. I have all that certified, and it's been already in the court and stuff. I already did this.
So prior to you
name,
certifying that in the court, you had a legal name and a date of birth, right? Prior to the Moorish paperwork that you filed with the state, you had a legal name.
At birth.
At birth.
That's at birth. Yes, at birth.
Okay.
At birth. It's never been switched over from like. It's not one of those where you.
All right, go ahead and spell your first name for me then.
Aaron.
You done messed up, AA.
Middle name?
Yosef.
Last name?
Bey.
Date of birth?
12/25/1987.
All right, guys, sit tight. Sovereign citizens, man. He's telling me Aaron Yusuf Bey, 12/25/87.
Sovereign citizen.
So, what were some of the names you were provided just then?
The names I was provided, I was provided a name of Aaron Yusuf Bey that didn't come back to anything in our lien system or Secretary of State.
In your training experience, is it typical for let me rephrase.
Please rephrase.
When it doesn't come back in the system, what does it mean?
What's a red flag? Either they were incorrect or fabricating a name, or it's the wrong state. There's a number of things, but 9 times out of 10, I'm getting a false name in my training experience.
And is it a crime to to provide a false name?
It's called furnishing false. It's a 90-day misdemeanor.
Is it in your training experience? Well, actually, you're just that. Let me. Did he present you with any other kind of identification?
Just the Moorish ID. After he was placed under arrest, I found a either debit or credit card with the name Aaron States on it. And when we ran that name, we got a return in lien.
And so a return in lien would be?
A return in lien is a law enforcement information network. Return in lien is so lien uses SOS. We had an SOS return, Secretary of State return for an identification out of the state of Michigan for an individual named Aaron States.
To summarize, you got back. Is correct. You got back information. For him.
I got correct information for his lawful name.
What is a Moorish?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know what it falls in. I know it's not the same as a sovereign citizen, but I know it kind of falls under the same category. In my training experience, they like to operate under Moorish law, or in the case of the sovereign citizen, it's common law, which is superseded by statutory law, which is what we operate under today. And that's all that I really know about sovereign citizens.
So is a Moorish ID a valid form of identification?
No.
And does the state issue Moorish identification, Moorish IDs?
No.
The U.S. government?
No.
No. He's like.
A-A-R-O. Is Bey the last name?
Yeah, Bey is the last name. He said B-E-Y.
That's not a name. Alright.
What's this pause here that we're?
What? He needs to know the comments.
I honestly have no idea. I think we were talking tactics about pulling him out of the car or something like that, but I have no idea why there was a pause in the audio.
He's the one that is.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull him out.
I mean, I can't identify him. For all I know, is that car's in trouble.
Go ahead, step out of the car for me. Step out of the car and face the door jam, please. Step out of the car and face the door jam,
I
please.
feel in danger right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel in danger.
Okay,
Please
that's
stop.
fine.
Stop.
Undo your seatbelt, step out of the car. I'm giving you a law.
So when you cannot get back a name or an individual, what does that generally mean?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of my question.
When you can't identify someone, what does that usually mean during the investigation?
That I got an improper name. That's usually the first thing I go to. Obviously, my training experience, 9 times out of 10, the subject more likely than not has warrants, and that's why they're furnishing false information to avoid being arrested on their warrants.
Would it be fair to say then it's a safety concern?
For me, absolutely. I have no idea who I'm dealing with at that point. Officer safety is probably our #1 priority. That's why we call out location and the plates on cars for traffic stops.
Would that also be a reason for why you're backing up Officer Whitten?
Absolutely.
Order to do that now, okay? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Face away from me. Listen.
Call your sheriff. Please call
No,
your sheriff.
put your hands
Call your
behind
sheriff.
your back.
Dude,
Please call
Do
your
it
sheriff.
now.
I'm
Call
telling
your
you right now to
sheriff.
face away.
Hold on.
So at this point, what is happening?
So at this point, we pulled the accused individual, the defendant, out of the vehicle. Now I'm asking him to face away. He's going to be detained. So I have no return on his ID. I can't identify him at all. What's going to happen is he's going to be detained in handcuffs, put in the back of the vehicle. And in most cases, it's until we can identify them. We identify them, the handcuffs come off just as easy as they go on. But at this point, he's disregarding lawful orders to step out of the vehicle, place his hands behind his back.
When you give the lawful command for him to get out of the vehicle, what happens instead?
Say that again.
What happened instead? Did he get out willingly?
No, he didn't get out willingly. My partner had to go hands-on with him, and I also had to put hands on him as well as give him several verbal orders to face away from us in the door jam, to place his hands behind his back. At this point, this would be obstruction or hinder and oppose under the 90-day misdemeanor clause. So right now, 3 different things are going through my head. Either he's gonna fight, run, or fall to the ground and go get away.
Away, Mark. Behind your back. Get your hands behind your back.
Please call your sheriff. You guys need to call your sheriff.
Ma'am. Okay. I need you to get back in the car. Get back in the car.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Stop!
Why are you guys doing this?
Aaron, just calm down.
Why I haven't done anything? I was
38, one
in the
to take.
fucking car, dude.
Calm down, please.
Can you get back in the car for me?
38.
Okay.
Do not harm her.
1 to 2.
You understand?
Calm down.
Stand
Calm
up.
down.
I didn't even do anything.
Calm down, okay?
Stand up. Stop moving.
What are you doing? Go to the back of the car.
I didn't even do it.
Yeah, you are. You're yanking away. Go. Walk.
Let's go. Have a seat. Get in the door, jam.
Central 1136 test. Go ahead. Edward Robert Victor 6758 Lloyd Jeep. Holmes.
All right, have a seat in the car.
Okay.
Been looking over there.
He's gonna have
any weapons on me. I'll take my shoes off soon.
Nope.
I need guys
Here,
check
have a
this.
seat. It's the phone charger.
Put your feet in the car.
Tight.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be out with them. Okay.
All right. Obviously, right?
Yeah.
What is his name?
His name is Aaron. That's what he told me.
What's his full name?
Get the wallet.
That's what he's told me. I haven't known him for that long. I've only known him for a month, so that's all I know. I know his name is Aaron. That's all I know.
Because right now, he's committed a misdemeanor, failed to identify. Okay.
This is the identification that he has, and that is the paper.
Yeah, and this. So I know he's like telling you all of this stuff.
I don't know
but none
exactly
of this,
where he's from, but this is the paperwork that he also has at home. So this is what he's going to show you if you guys are like. Let him go. This is the same paperwork that he has. I don't know exactly where he's from. I know his parents are dead, so I don't know too much.
Okay.
I know he
skates.
I know he is on his own.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
He's a soft set until he needs a credit card, and then he's got a.
Skates.
3501 Seaway Drive, 3501 Seaway Drive. Checking on.
So right now you're detained for investigation for failed to identify. All right, that's a 90-day misdemeanor here in the city. Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Because you gave me a false name.
It's my.
All of that stuff is
You have the
BS,
name.
dude.
No, it's not.
It is BS.
That's why I have the documentation.
I got your name now.
Listen, that's why I have the documentation.
Close your legs. Close your legs.
That's it. No, call your sheriff, dude. Call your sheriff. Please call your sheriff.
Get your legs back.
Call your sheriff.
Just calm down.
Sit back in the car, ma'am.
Call your sheriff.
So when you head back to the car just then, what are you doing?
When I went back to the car,
Yes,
the accused vehicle,
Mhm.
I went to his wallet to look for identification.
Were you able to identify him?
I was able to identify him.
And what was his name?
Aaron States.
And how did you identify him?
The name on a, I believe it was a debit card, it was a black debit card inside the wallet.
After finding that form of identification, you went back and to speak with him? Is
Yes.
that correct? And how did that go?
It wasn't very productive. I advised him what specifically he was detained for and why he was in the back of the vehicle. I believe after that point, I handed the debit card off to my partner and we identified it through the computer. So based roughly on his age. So.
As you're speaking with him, you said something about his legs.
Yeah, he kept pushing his legs out to keep the door open. He was holding the door open with his legs while he was asking for the sheriff to come out. So I'd asked him 3 or 4 times to, as you saw in the video, to put his legs inside so I could shut the door.
So he's using his legs to obstruct the door?
Yes.
Thank you. So the name that you found from the debit card yielded a resultant name?
It did.
I believe all the questions I have for you. Sam?
Any questions for this witness, Mr. Okay. Does the jury have any questions for this witness? I think I might have missed it because I was trying to get someone out of the waiting room. You went back to the vehicle and did the young lady hand you the wallet or where did you find the wallet?
It was just sitting. It was sitting on the dashboard, Your Honor.
Okay. And she told you that was his wallet?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I believe it was. If I recall correctly, it wasn't in his possession on that side of the vehicle. I think I just assumed it was his wallet, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. And that was not his car though, was it? Do you know?
I do not believe that was his vehicle,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay, but the wallet was sitting on the dashboard in front of where he was sitting in the passenger side, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions from the jury for this witness? Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, the city will speak to this witness.
Thank you, Officer Fox. Does the city have any more witnesses today?
No, Your Honor, no more witnesses.
Thank you. We're going to give the jury a quick break so they can go to Treasury. And then, oh, they did it? Yeah. Well, I still got to give them a quick break so I can ask the defendant a question. Okay. Thank you. All right, for the jury, you're still not able to deliberate. I just need to go over some rights with the defendant before we proceed.
Leave the notebooks.
Yeah.
have about half an hour left of deliberation time for the jury. The judge says he's going to stop them at 4 o'clock, I believe. So we'll see if we get any verdict today.
Okay, you can be seated. So the people are resting, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so at this point, Mr. Skates, you have a couple of options. Obviously, you have the right to remain silent, and you don't have to do anything to prove that to prove your innocence. It's their job to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. But you do have the right, if you would like, to waive your silence and take the stand and testify. Is that something you wanted to do? Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because understanding if you testify, they have the right now to cross-examine or question you. You understand that? So you do want to remain silent, correct? Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll get ready for the composite instructions, and then you'll be able to do your closing arguments.
Okay. We're waiting. Should we fast forward? Skip ahead?
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
Well, these are the instructions. Mr. Skates, Aaron Skates. Still waiting. Will he skate through? Lots of awkward silence. I'm not sure why we have awkward silence. I think they're reading to the jury right now. But
You may choose not to.
Hello.
Procedural matters, and unfortunately, you have not.
let me see if there's any closing.
Each piece of evidence
That's the jury instructions. Oh, good. We get a real camera angle in just a minute. That's awesome.
to provide false information. And that concludes the jury instructions.
Skipping jury instructions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's get another camera, please, Judge.
So earlier today, I told you the seeing what my theory of the case was in terms of the alleged crime of furnishing false information and hinder, oppose, or obstructing official business. That's what it looks like. To obstruct official business is what we saw. Everyone here knows in the sense of themselves or has seen other people be pulled over. You know what a traffic stop looks like, what you're supposed to produce. It's very, it's a very standard thing that police officers do throughout their career. As Officer McClendon was initiating a traffic stop and investigating the plate violation that he witnessed, he asked for the local items that one would ask for. Some of those items were provided, some weren't. And then while he's trying to investigate, he's being obstructed by the defendant's constant barrage of theories. Backup arrives, and the obstruction continues. We're trying to identify who we have now because we're in the middle of an investigation. We can't do that. Instead, what occurs is a false name is given. The officers check that name. First the paperwork, then the name that's actually uttered. Nothing comes back from the system. Eventually, they, for safety's sake, detain the defendant and try to establish who they have, because they don't know why someone is giving a name that's been false. It's a safety. After they finally are able to identify him, he's still obstructive. It can be so difficult when you're first in here earlier today, reading about or listening to the elements he read to you, to like really get an idea of what it looks like to see things happening in life. That's what it looks like. Now, you have to hold me to my burden of proving beyond a reasonable doubt that those crimes were committed. I believe that I have met that burden, and I ask you to find the defendant guilty on both counts. Thank you for your time.
She kept it short and sweet. There comes the defendant's closing statement, closing argument.
So, like I said before, I do like to study law. I bring back the statement of being a criminal, of being charged criminal of a crime. If I understand correctly, the crime consists of a bodily injury. Somebody gets injured. Somebody injured at all. So,
can we see him?
Other than that, some fines maybe. I can pay those. But to the whole thing about the furnishing falsified documentation, we could argue about that all day, but it's their rule basically. I could always take it back to the Universal Declaration of Indigenous Peoples.
Universal Declaration of Indigenous Peoples.
Allowed to a nationality, which is what I am more, presenting those documentations, having the certified documents in hand, showing them the laws. Won't help none, but it might. One thing I could say is I stand by what I've done, and I don't see anything wrong that I did. That's all good.
Thank you. Okay. Any re-argument or you're all set?
I'll make it brief, Your Honor. As you've heard 3.5 times, I'm going to say it again from everyone. The court has instructed you on what the law is for this matter. The law is what the court has said it is. You'll have it in front of you in a short while. There is no requirement in any of the elements for either of these crimes for there to be a bodily injury. And so again, I ask you to take what you've heard today, what you've seen, and look at those elements and find the defendant guilty on both. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one of you all gets to go home because you were the alternate in case someone didn't make it through the day.
He's charged with presenting false information to a police officer, I think.
Juror number 5. Thank you for your service. You may be excused.
You have won the
For the
lottery.
remaining of you will be excused to deliberate. You can take your notes with you. Again, remember to select a 4-person. If you would like to review any of the exhibits that was admitted, your 4-person can notify by knocking on the door and passing a note. You're not allowed to speak directly to the court officer or to the judge or to the lawyers. And then try your best to work out your differences if those arise. And to come to a unanimous agreement if possible. All rise. I'm going to swear you in, David.
We can skip ahead right to the 10 minutes of deliberation and straight to the verdict, right? Swearing in the officer really quickly. Nobody look as the jury leaves. We don't want to see them. Close your eyes. Everyone squint. Try not to look at them. All right. All good. They've escaped successfully. Okay, now here's the problem. If we get verdict music in this case, everyone's going to think it's verdict music in the other case. I still am waiting for a text from my son, who might be written out of the will if he's just forgot to call me, because things are supposed to be happening there. Meanwhile, I got a little bit distracted. I apologize. We're going to fast forward a little bit. Waiting and waiting. Wait, here we go. I think we're at the end. No verdict music here. People are standing up. For the jury, I think the camera angle's turned because it shows the jury. I've never given birth. I probably can say that at any point in my life. I've never given birth. It's going to remain true. Got distracted because I saw a mosquito.
Okay, my understanding is that you have a verdict. Okay, are you the foreperson?
Yes.
Okay, if you can read your verdict, please.
Here we go.
It's up to you.
On count 1, not guilty. On count 2, guilty.
Did you want the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Okay, juror number 1, is that your true and accurate verdict? Juror number 2, is that your true and accurate verdict? Number 3, is that your true verdict? Number 4, is that your true verdict? Number 5 was that number 5. Juror number 6, is that your true verdict?
Yes.
And juror number 7, is that your true verdict?
Yes.
Okay, I want to thank each of you for appearing today and for being attentive and diligent in your work to make sure that the Justice Department does what they're supposed to do. The system does not work without willing participants like yourself. So thank you again. If you would like to stay behind and talk to the attorneys, sometimes they like to ask questions, but it's completely up to you if you'd like to stay. Otherwise, you are free to go, and thank you again for your service.
I don't know which count that stuck with. Let's see if they tell us after the verdict, after the jury leaves. Count 2 was guilty. Count 1 not guilty. I was distracted because I came across a
Okay. So that was
LiDAR scanner laser mosquito zapper.
Count 1 guilty on 2 furnishing false.
So, guilty of furnishing false information.
And my understanding, sir, is that you're only being held on this, correct?
Yes.
Oh. He's in custody? He's been held in custody on this charge?
It looks like you've been in custody on this since February.
Whoa!
With a 510% bond, we'll credit you time, sir. You're all set. Thank you.
You can go home now. Time served. You're all set. See ya. All right, box 2 is going to go back to 7. And I'm going to go back to my corner where I belong. I feel weird up here in the top corner. All right. 2 hours and 37 minutes of deliberation has taken place so far in this trial, in the Judy Church trial.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
My wife has gone to the store to pick up our groceries, which is a great time for my son to notify us that the grandchild has arrived. We're hoping. Bree, you going to post it in here? Let me see if there's an explanation that I can walk through. You have the emoji recap. Here we go.
I'm not a cat.
All right. It might take one of the mods to post it because it's too big. It might have problems, but for those that aren't familiar, Bree has begun this trend, which we enjoy.
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all.
Which is to make a summary of the entire trial that we've been following, and tell the story in emoji form. So this is the official Bree Raw's emoji recap of the Judy Church trial. And obviously, you're limited to what emojis are available, but. Waiting for the update. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm not seeing it yet. Are you guys seeing it? Did I miss it somewhere? Who's posting it? I'm not posting it. Who is posting it? I was just going to interpret it. Okay, there we go. Let's show this one. Line 1. I think this is the first part. Oh my goodness. So now we've got 2 people posting it. It's all good. Okay, here we go. This is our first part. You've got a relationship with a +1 on the side. Equals broken hearts. I'm cheating here because I have the interpretation. So side girlfriends breaks hearts. Then you've got Judy, who makes a sock voodoo doll with pins. You've got let's see. Judy bought Leroy a house or a truck. And a house, the Florida house, I think they were talking about. Then Judy dreamed of poisoning somebody, and she journaled about her anger. And Barb gave Leroy pain pills. Let's see, but let's see where this goes. But Judy saw. Judy saw a proposal video, which was done with the love triangle. There you go. And Judy put the antifreeze in the Powerade, allegedly. Judy films Leroy being very sick. And Leroy asks for help to go to the hospital. Then Judy calls 911. She leaves a cupcake on Leroy's, leaves a cupcake on his chest and takes a picture of it on the hospital bed. Judy tells detectives they were moving to Florida, and Leroy liked the, they were moving to Florida, and Leroy liked the drugs and outdoor corn, So she didn't poison him. That's allegedly what happened. So I'm free. It's not me. Judy is arrested. Judy's DNA was on the bottle. And the judge coughed over 1,000 times into the microphone. And the question is Grandma guilty or innocent? There we go. That's it. Okay, it's hard to follow along both at the same time. But thank you, Bree, for the summation. All right. Bree's a genius. We've got a little bit of motion in court, as you can see. Something's moved. So we're going to see if we can see what's happening here. The judge said they get till 4 o'clock to deliberate. It doesn't look like we have a verdict yet. So at 4 o'clock, you might release them, tell them to come back again tomorrow. We've got some more motion, cameras moving. That was a ton of work. Expect in the next couple minutes. No baby yet. Wait, I've got 7 notifications. Nope, not from him. Got a text from Walmart. My pickup's ready. Will they deliberate on Saturday? I doubt it. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be back on Monday.
In front of the Walmart.
This is RA's going to the Walmart right now, but not the murder Walmart. Just the neighborhood Walmart. Somebody built a LiDAR scanner. You know what LiDAR is? Like when you use your phone to unlock using your face, it uses LiDAR to scan like 20,000 different points on your face and measurements and make sure it's actually you. They built a LiDAR scanner that looks for mosquitoes in the air. And then when it finds one, just mosquitoes, not people, not large things. When it finds a mosquito, it shoots a laser out and zaps it and cooks it. Yes, Trial TV's back on. I tried to share that with you guys a little bit earlier. It was a little bit loud when I did. Everything's fixed. They're back. Crisis averted, but it's nerve-wracking when that happens. LiDAR is what we use to capture speed. Did you get your 3D project done? I did, Joe. I did. It's right here. And it matches the courtroom. It's the Golden Gavel Award. Here we go. We've got sound.
Court is now back in session. You may be seated.
We're back on the record with the case on trial. Jurors are lining up.
All right. Our jurors have indicated that they would like to come back Monday. Not a surprise. And apparently there's been some technical difficulties that counsel have been working on. Switch from some thumb drives to a CD, and apparently there's still some difficulties playing some of the exhibits, perhaps the 911 call.
We're going to get a newer laptop for Monday and make sure that the exhibits play before.
Okay. I will simply tell the jurors that we assure them that the technical problems will be worked out so that they will have a glitch-free experience on Monday playing the exhibits. Just make sure that ends up being true.
I was going to say, that's
I'm putting it on all of you.
Okay, we're up, Judge.
Yes, they can come right in. Thank you.
Really good to go. Bring them right in.
All right, we're going to stop the timer.
All right, Judge.
So at 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 42 seconds, roughly, of deliberation, the jury has ceased deliberating for the day. I have so many meetings on Monday. I have so many obligations I can't be here for it.
Be seated.
I'll have to be gone and off the air by noon.
We have come to the end of our court day. I am going to ask our 12 deliberating jurors the only question you will ever hear me ask about your deliberations, which is, who is the foreperson? All right, well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I won't ask about how that process worked. I want to thank all of you, including our alternates, for your time and attention today, and for deliberating jurors for their efforts during the course of the deliberations this afternoon. I understand there have been some technical difficulties playing some of the thumb drives, and then after a switch to CDs to try to rectify that problem, some difficulties perhaps with some of the content of the CDs. Council will be checking on all those things, and I'm pretty confident that on Monday morning you'll have a new laptop, and everything will have been road tested, and you'll be able to open and view all of the exhibits to your heart's content. So I apologize for the problems today. Sometimes these things arise that can't be helped, but they will be helped by Monday. I said to all of you a few days ago at one point, just during the course of the trial, that the best thing you could do for yourselves as jurors and the parties and the lawyers who represent them would put the case out of your minds. I say that especially now, and particularly to our 12 deliberating jurors. Put the case out of your mind, put your discussions out of your mind. All of you go about your lives. I hope it's a wonderful weekend for everybody. I think it's not going to get over 35 degrees tomorrow, but this is spring in New England. What can we do? And then you come back on Monday, ready to resume your deliberations and continue your fruitful discussions towards reaching unanimity and coming to a verdict. And our wonderful alternates will continue their patient waiting on Monday. So I want to thank you all, each and every one of you, very, very much. And I'm excusing you all until Monday morning at 9 a.m. This applies to all 16 of you. Till we see each other again, please don't discuss the substance of this case with anyone, including among yourselves. And please don't allow yourselves to see, read, hear, or overhear anything from any outside source about any aspect of this case. Thank you very much. You're all excused until Monday.
All right.
Judge on the floor.
Observation. Sorry.
And we will all be in recess until Monday morning at 9 a.m. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm not going to add one more to the count, but over here. You're still counting. Okay, it's good. We'll go up by one. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to start. We need an answer. We need a verdict within 3 hours tomorrow, because I scheduled all my meetings assuming that would be done. So here's where we are. Walmart's ready for pickup. I don't yet have a grandchild. Not tomorrow. Monday. Sorry. Monday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I mean Monday. I'm sorry. I've got one thing on my mind. I'm about to be a grandpa. I'm super excited about that, and I'm like anxiously watching the texts for that. I'm about to be a grandpa, and just waiting for the text to make sure that happens. It will definitely happen. For those that are, want all the details, fully dilated, she's pushing. That's the last update we got. I think that means we're close, right? I think that means we're close. Epidural, you name it. This is a go. There's no turning back at this point. As a matter of fact, that was the update 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, guys. Let me know. So we're anxiously awaiting the latest update. I guess it seemed like 2 hours ago. I guess it was only an hour and a half ago. But so we're fully committed. That they said about to start pushing was what we got. I'm not sure if about to start means in half an hour or in an hour or what, but thank you. Members only to announce. No, I'd announce it. Well, I'd probably do a members only. I'd have to do 5 more members only this weekend, pretty much. So we're going to find excuses to do members only live streams just for a little bit, and get this done. I did find out today that the reward I'm getting for doing 10 members only live streams in the 3-month period is a backpack. YouTube is giving me a backpack that it's just black and like it has a little tiny YouTube logo on it, like added as an afterthought, stitched onto it. But I put in all this effort, and it will let me get more contact with my brand managers. So I'm going for the backpack. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know what to do about that. Pam Graham, I also don't like members only. I'm only doing this so I can get the access to my brand manager, so I can have somebody I can talk to, a real person. And I have to finish this program of theirs to show that I'm vested in the program, and then I get their, I don't know, voicemail number or something, or email address. I don't know what it is, but I guess I can put cables in it. I could use it out metal detecting. That would be fun. So you sell your soul for a backpack. Yes, basically. It could be a diaper bag as well, I imagine. It's a YouTube diaper bag. They probably would prefer I not use it for that purpose, but it is what it is. If nothing else, just understanding the headache that Trial TV Live just went through with not being able to reach somebody on the YouTube side when there's an issue, and there's something YouTube thought was a problem, but it most likely isn't, and it just needs to be sorted out with a real person instead of a robot. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing the members only, so I can get to that next level of communication with a real person who is, eyeballs on my account and can help me through problems like that. So bear with me with these members only lives. Once we're all done, I think we're making them all public anyway, and you're not missing that much. It's just kicked back. It's literally just checking a box on the form. So with that said, Verdict Watch has come to an abrupt halt as we wait for the jury to come back again on Monday and continue deliberations.
Taking it easy.
Did we get a verdict out of Lansing? Yes, guilty of providing false information to an officer. But time served is all the sentence was. He's been in custody since February 11th, and she's just let him go. You're good. Done. Time served. See ya. So, use the baby announcement for members only community post. I'll probably do just a community post where everyone can see it for the baby announcement. I'd like everyone to know. I'm not going to hold that in the members only. I don't like gatekeeping information like that. So that's where we are. All right, I do have to get ready for a meeting with the city on Monday and some new gear. I think I need to get some new gear for the city. Here's my plan. Let me tell you what my plan is. If I don't owe as much as I have saved from my taxes, which I hope is the case because my income is down from last year. So if I didn't owe as much as I saved from my taxes, then I might have some income left over, some money left over, and I think I'm going to get another Go kit, like a travel case it's a rack mount, and it's going to be 4K. That's what it's going to be. So it's going to be a 4K switcher, recorder, possibly a sound, a rack-mounted sound system, maybe like an X32 from Behringer or something, and $5 as soon as RI stops streaming. There'll be baby. I kid you not. There's just a message that just came in right now. Baby is here. We will send pictures when we can. It might not be today. Just baby is here. I'm a grandpa.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
I've got to text my wife because she doesn't know.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Hang on one second. Oh, wait, she did.
Happy birthday.
She got
You look
texted
good.
too. Well, I guess we can do one more thing. I'm going to be the first to sing happy birthday to her. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear precious little granddaughter. Happy birthday to you. I am so excited to have a granddaughter, to be a grandparent. I tell you, this is the life. This is wonderful. I didn't know how it would feel. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now I'm going to be anxiously waiting for pictures and updates and everything else. And I'm probably going to cry a little bit because it's getting sweaty in here. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day.
Happy birthday. You look good.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me.
All right. You have a cousin or a nephew or something. I don't know what the relative thing is. It's a niece? I think it's a niece. It's a niece. You already had cousins. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a niece. It's a niece. Everyone tells me it's a niece. I'm excited. You already had cousins. Kids are happy. Thank you all. Happy birthday to my brand new granddaughter who made me a grandpa. Laura, thank you very much. It took 110 years with the babies here. Congratulations, Grandpa. Happy weekend to all. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. Also, thank you very much let's go. Bree Roz, thank you very much. Best emojis ever. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Thanks for the gifted memberships. Ellie Veldman, gifted 5 memberships. Thank you also for baby gifts as well. Palm Mom. All right. With that said, we can end with the other song, which is also appropriate, if I can find it. There we go. I'm stoked. I'm excited. I don't know. Normally they give you like the length and the weight and the time and everything, but no. We've got Mrs. R.A. on the phone. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can bring her on. Hey, Jen, you're live on the air. We're just wrapping things up. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. I wanted to tell you to tell the kids because I'm not there. And so I know that our little miss is super excited. She's waiting with bated breath.
Congratulations. I'm supposed to tell you that the baby's born. They're super happy. They're happy. Okay. We told them. I think they heard me announcing it. That's how they found out. I announced it to you guys first, and then my kids found out. So I probably did that in the wrong order. I'm sorry.
I'm really excited. I don't want to call yet, though, because, I know this is such a precious time, and I don't want to be stepping on that for him, but, I'm excited. Yep,
I'm with you. Tonight, when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again on Monday morning with Deliberations continuing. 2 hours and 45 minutes of deliberations in the books. We expect a verdict here soon, hopefully before noon on Monday, so that I can show it to you live. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to stay on the phone with Mrs. R.A., but I'm going to let you guys go. And I'm going to talk to this new grandma who just called me. She's a hottie, by the way. All right.
Easy on the grandma part.
Okay. You guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
Holy cow!
Hang on. You're still live. You're still live. Hang on. We're not done yet.
Sorry.
Hang on. Wait. Okay, bye, everyone.